What up, people?
Hello, people. How y'all doing?
Did I miss
Danny?
something?
It has been a minute
Yeah.
since we had 301 on a consistent basis, but now I'm glad to see this is our second week back. Usual suspects are here, plus a new member, Mad Mardigan. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing excellent. Thank you very much. I'm trying to find something. But yeah, I'm doing great, man. Excited for the football season to finally start. See my Cowboys.
See,
I am I am more
very
I am
nice.
more excited about fantasy football season starting. Not so much the regular football season starting, because it seems like someone is steady just getting pieces added to his team, and it ain't even going to be fun anymore. But we'll get to that topic later on in the discussion.
Oh, y'all have a fantasy football league? That's cool. First I'm hearing of it.
Yes, we do. I have a few people in there that are not. I don't know how they'll do this year, but I try to cut out the weight that's not playing. You know what I mean? So far everybody should be active, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not in anything this year. I've won a couple of times before in some leagues. Back when I was a cop, man, we had it was, what was it, like 28 people?
Oh, in one league?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you had the AFC, you had the NFC, and then
That's crazy.
you had the playoffs leading to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. If
you
Kerr
weren't in the
gets
top
hurt, you're
10.
finished.
If you weren't in the top 10, you ain't got nobody good.
No,
Yeah, for real.
No.
Yeah, it was a lot of people, man. It was a lot of fun though.
There ain't
You
no
really
way.
had to think about what you were doing. You had to go deep.
I think 8 is the perfect number.
Yep.
Me too.
6 would be even better.
Did you ever watch the league on FX?
I watched a bit of it, and I wasn't really a complete full fan of it.
I thought it was great. Well,
What up, Keely Chow?
Yes.
I'm glad you're here supporting us, but the Go Cowboys, I can really do without that. So let's don't say that ever again.
What up, Key Chow?
I have a delay on my screen StreamYards now. Who jinxed us? Was that you, Anzo, or that you, Danny?
I don't know.
Not
I
me.
can see when you're talking, you sound like you're on time.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if you can see it in my video. Like,
Yeah, there's a little delay.
yeah, for sure.
Well, we'll work through it. It don't matter. We still can hear you loud and clear, so that's all that matters. We're going to go ahead and get into our first question, which is an NBA question. Our first 6 questions are going to involve the NBA. Second 6 be NFL. So starting off with the first question is, what do you think about the Heat leading the Bucks 3-0?
When this question came up, I was like, yes, it's time for me to get Roberto. It's time, bro.
Why is it time to get me? I told you, if you remember, I said I'm scared of the Heat and the Celtics. I said Milwaukee has a very deep bench, but they're not playoff proven.
You did, but when we first started, you were drinking that Kool-Aid hard. You said no one was gonna beat the Bucks. You did say that.
Everybody called the Bucks in the finals. Everybody. I'm not the only guy.
I ain't lying. I did
never said it.
I never thought they'd get swept, and I didn't.
They ain't getting swept.
Huh?
They ain't getting swept.
I forgot Miami even had a team.
Yeah, I did too. I am shocked
Miami's
at Miami
because Milwaukee didn't beat them once during the regular season. My team, the Raptors, had a very hard time with Miami. I think they maybe took one. So, I mean, they're a sleeper team.
I mean, who do they got other than Butler? Like, do they have anybody worth a damn other than Butler?
That's a good question because I can't really answer that.
No one can. Nobody knows who plays for them.
I'm like Dwayne Wade, but no, that's not right. He don't play anymore.
Wait, Shaq? Shaq played for them?
Yeah, Shaq. Yeah,
Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh still down there in Miami.
You see, what they have is a great defense.
Their point guard is solid too.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
What, the white boy? Rubio?
Yeah.
No, wait, Rubio's with Denver.
Yeah, Rubio's with
Dirchevich or something like that.
Okay, this is who they got.
Some German guy.
They got Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Duncan Robinson, Goran Dragic,
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
Andre Iguodala, Jay Crowder, Myers Leonard, Kendrick Nunn,
So they have
Derek,
Jimmy Butler.
Derek Jones Jr., Kelly Olynyk, Udonis Haslam. Udonis Haslam is good.
He's okay, yeah.
So the only ones I recognize is Udonis Haslam, Crowder, Andre Iguodala, Dragic, and Jimmy Butler. So I guess the other ones are role players, and they playing the hell out of their role. All I know to say.
They got Jimmy Butler, who's on the wrong side of 30, I believe, and then you have 3 other players that are on the wrong side of 30, and other no names. Like, man, that's crazy. They're up 3-0 against the Bucks.
Yeah, you could be in your prime in your 30s up to like age 34, 35. And that's when your skill. I'm just telling you.
But supposedly,
Michael Jordan and Kobe, look at LeBron James. You're 30, 33, 34, 35. Your skill set starts to get off after 35. But from 23 to 34, 35, that's your prime.
What Butler's like what, 33 now? 32?
Hold on 1 minute.
And by the way, it also has a lot to depend with injury history, how much contact did they take, how much abuse did they get during these games, you know, how much time off they have. Like a lot of
you remember now, they had about 6 months off for the coronavirus. So that's helped a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel that no matter where Butler played, he was solid. Be it he gelled with the guys in the locker room or
Jimmy
whatnot.
He's only 30 years old. He's born in 1989.
Oh, okay. Well,
He's solid.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he just needed a team, man. You know what I mean?
Team he gels with.
Yeah.
Apparently not much of a team, the way it sounds.
Well, maybe there's more gel than team, you know?
Oh, there's certainly more gel than team.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, man. You know, you can have just look at the Golden State Warriors team with Chauncey Billups then, right? They weren't a team with any superstars, but they gelled.
Wait, you talking about the Pistons or the Warriors?
No, I'm talking about the Warriors. When he was with the Warriors.
Chauncey Billups never played with the Golden State.
I'm talking about Billups, no?
Yeah, he played with Detroit.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups with Detroit. I'm thinking.
I don't even follow basketball. How do I know more than you, Onzo?
No. The name is Jesus. The name is throwing me off. Shit, man.
Oh, you mean Stephon Curry? Yeah, who did he have?
No. Before I'm talking even before that.
Kevin Durant guy.
When Steven Jackson was there.
You talking about
Steven Jackson was there?
Talking about Tim Hardaway?
No, it was after Tim Hardaway too. Oh my God, what was his fucking name? He banged
Stephon Curry.
No.
The
when they were the team that was the number 8 seed that beat the Dallas Mavericks, there was Steven Jackson on that team. What's his name? The guy he does the show with too. Holy God, these names are fucking. Jesus. Who does Steven? Yeah, really. It is. Who Steven Jackson do the show with? All That Smoke.
I don't even watch that show.
Oh no.
Let's see. So I'm looking it up now, man, because you're killing me.
Look at All the Smoke. Who he does the show
2007, with, right? 2009 is when he played for the Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors, right? Their point guard. His name is throwing me off right now.
Okay.
Jimmy Johnson, you talking about?
No.
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so Matt Barnes was on that team too, and the point guard wasn't Chauncey Billups. It was a little short dude with the beard, man. What the fuck was his name? Hold on.
Oh man, you're talking about the year that Nowinski won MVP but then lost, right?
Yes. Yes.
Did they lose to the Warriors, for Christ's sake?
Yes, they did. The Warriors were the number 8 seed, and Byron Davis. Jesus Christ.
Byron Davis.
That's the name I was looking for. Yeah. Byron Davis. So when they had that team, there was really no superstars on that team, and Dallas was the number one team in the league. They had MVP.
They also had Don Nelson as the head coach. Come on, man.
Yeah, Don Nelson's a great coach, but I mean,
Yeah,
at the
that's
end
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
day, when you got the team like Dallas had that year, that Golden State team had their number. I don't think they beat them in the regular season at all. And then when the playoffs time came, they whooped their ass. So
I think Solskjaer has been in Miami for 20 years.
The coach?
Yeah, he's been there a long time, 15 years maybe.
Possibly. I don't know how much he is. Let me see.
Well, he's doing something right over there because Miami always seems to be in the mix one way or another.
Well, that's the thing, right? Everybody was saying, he was a garbage coach. He was garbage.
How did he hold a job for so long?
They had Baron Davis, Monte Ellis, Al Harrington.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are players, bro.
Harrington's a good player.
Yeah, they're players, but I'm saying they didn't have any superstars on that team. That's what I was saying. They were good players, but they weren't superstars, right?
Baron Davis wasn't considered a superstar?
He was on the verge. I'd say
sick.
He was, but I think he was more like that all-star that just never got over the hump.
I think because he played for a market that wasn't really recognized. Had he been in, like, say, the Nets or the Knicks or one of the big markets, the Lakers, I think he could have been a Showtime player.
Monte Ellis, though, he had a great layup package on NBA 2K. I forgot which one it was. I really liked his layups. Always used it.
He was pretty good too.
Just a side note.
A layup package. What the fuck you smoking?
His layup animations were legit
in the game.
Yeah.
I thought Mashburn had the sickest layup in that game.
So Eric Spoelstra has been the coach since 2008.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long he's been with the team though. If he was maybe
seems like forever. 12 years seems like forever.
Before that,
he's kind of like doggone how Jason Garrett was to.
Why do you got to bring up? There's so many coaches over there. Let's stick to the best. You got to bring the Cowboys.
No. I'm saying Eric Spoelstra to Pat Riley is kind of like how Jason Garrett was to Jerry Jones. That's all I'm saying. Not throwing no shade. They get a good.
So Spoelstra has actually been with the Heat since 1997.
Okay.
So
I
from
may have jumped the
97
gun on that one.
2008, he was the assistant coach.
Oh no! Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. I'm just.
I don't like Dallas. You will definitely know when I'm throwing shit at the motherfuckers.
Well, you see my background.
Lamb is a beast.
That time I was not.
My background doesn't allow me to like Dallas.
Since we're doing the basketball topic, I got my basketball thing.
Should I switch up?
You switch up to the basketball, then we get to football. I'll put my Steelers up in the back.
Well, I mean, you see my avatar. I'm straight up NBA owner here.
Yeah, you look like one. You look like one with that avatar.
That's a wicked avatar.
Oh, I got the outfit to go along with it. Do not doubt that. It's for a show that I'm developing.
It wouldn't surprise me if you did have the avatar for that, bro.
Every bit of it I have.
What is it? Mad Morgan and Tennille.
It's the show's called Teller of Tales, man. I'm gonna bring people on, tell a story, we'll bullshit about this story, whatever. Look, I got the pipe right next to me. Oh.
That's right.
You think I'm bullshitting? I got the whole damn thing. I got the smoker robe.
I hope you're putting some wacky tobacco in that pipe, though, bro.
Oh, dude, I ain't got nothing in there, man. Come on, dude. I'm in Texas.
And you can't have no wacky tobacco in Texas, bro.
No, I mean, my boy in Colorado used to send me some shatter, but it got picked up by the post office people because they're assholes.
Yeah, kind of illegal to do that,
He didn't put a return address on. That's fine.
Oh, as long as there's no return address, it's okay, right? Yeah, I get you. Alrighty. So what we got next, Danny?
Oh, by the way, real quick, Keely in the chat. Playoffs.
I didn't really want to read what he said because it's like he's waiting for the Bulls to go back to their winning ways. And I'm like, fuck the Bulls.
Oh, I thought it was just a Jim Moore reference.
Fuck the Bulls. Probably an AI reference. Playoffs.
No. That was practice.
That's the football coach.
Yeah.
We're talking about. Well, yeah, he's up here talking about practice.
Horrible coach.
Yeah, that's Jim Moore. AI was practice. Dennis Green had a great one too.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I used Dennis Green last time. So just give it to them. Hand it to them or whatever he said.
They are who they say they are.
And we let them off the hook.
That was some passion there, man.
Yo, some of those post games, man, are absolutely classic, man. Some of them, especially Russell Westbrook ones. Oh my god, bro! They asked him, "So, did you guys lose the game or did you give it away?" Russell Westbrook, like,
dumbass question.
You're like, "What the fuck? Come on, now." Didn't even want to answer that shit.
Being the holiday season,
actually have followers.
I only like to watch Russell Westbrook when he does that. If I see him coming down the tunnel and I can quickly glance and see he got something on stupid, I'll turn the channel real quick. I don't want to see that shit.
His face bothers
when
me.
He says stuff, I don't want to see that. But when he's playing on the court, he is one of the most exciting players to watch ever.
His face bothers me. I don't know what it is about the shape or like the features, but like something about his face
he's always
just doesn't add up.
I don't see how he play angry all the time. That takes a lot of emotional energy. Not to mention, the only thing I'm scared about Westbrook is that he's depending a lot on his athleticism, and unfortunately, that's going to wane as he gets older. So he's going to have to develop his game. He got an ugly shot. If you ever look at it, he got an ugly shot.
I don't know if you've ever heard this though. He isn't considered one of the brightest bulbs in the NBA. I don't know if you ever saw that clip of LeBron James. Forgot who is. I think it was Steven Curry, but he was supposed to do some kind of drill, and he fucked it up so bad, and they're just over there dying laughing at him because he's such an idiot. I gotta find that clip, man. But yeah, word is.
I don't know how smart or sharp or dull he is, but all I know is if I was picking players and had an opportunity to get him, I think I would definitely get him. As long as he's
I don't know if I would,
Not at this age. No, I think there's better options out there.
Bro, you said the same thing about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler only 30. Russell Westbrook got to be about the same age or maybe younger.
I think he is. I think he's 30.
Like
no, he's 30, 31.
Yeah, but for me, it's not his age. I just find he has those moments where he worries more about himself than the team.
I gotta take this call.
Yeah, go ahead. And I believe that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't choose him is because he worries about himself more than the team. Yeah. I know that has changed in the past couple of years, so I give him credit for that. It has changed, but at the same time,
he plays to win. That's what I love about him. He plays to win. He's super competitive.
He does.
Sometimes he's so competitive that he doesn't include his team, like you're saying.
Right. Yeah. He doesn't always play the right way. You know what I mean?
He just needs to find the right coach. Because if he finds the right coach who could utilize him and give him that path, letting him know how it is to win a championship, it's not with athleticism all the time because it was with Jordan. Till Jordan learned how to incorporate his other players, all he was doing was scoring 60 points. Big deal. After a while, you get bored of that. You want championships.
He had to bring in Rodman, though.
Yeah, no, well, I think it was more he started getting Scotty involved. He started getting Kerr involved, like his shooter. He started relying on them.
Because he won before he got Rodman. Just remember that, right? So Rodman was only there for the last three. First three.
Until he started using.
Someone's chipping out.
Oh,
okay. I wasn't sure if it was me or him.
No, it's not you. It's him.
Okay, yeah. So what I was saying is,
hey, I sent you the link. Is this your StreamYard?
No, this is Danny's.
Damn it! I sent it to him too. It's a 30-second clip. He should play it when he gets back.
Yeah,
It was
probably
LeBron
Adam
James
Center.
and Carmelo.
Okay. And
But
what's his name? Michael Jordan won with Bill Cartwright as his center. You know what I mean?
hey, man,
Like,
Bill had skill. He was over 7 foot.
no, Bill had no skill. Bill was no skill. Like
He
Bill
was tall.
Cartwright, Will Purdue. You know what I mean? So Michael Jordan knew how to make his teammates better.
Yeah,
That's
but they
one of
didn't
the
play. But they didn't play the Pistons in the playoffs that year, right? Didn't the Pistons get knocked out before they could play?
no. They played the Pistons like every year.
Shit.
Yeah, every year. Actually, no. Sorry. When they won, the year they won was the last year they played the Pistons. The first championship they won, and then the Pistons never made it back to the playoffs after that. But that first year the Bulls won, they beat the Pistons. They got over that hump, and then they won 2 more. Then he retired. Then they won 3 more. So, yeah, Michael Jordan is one of the greatest of all times. Trust me.
Yeah, you're not going to find many people that argue that point.
But I still put Tim Duncan. I still put Tim
Duncan.
Duncan as one of the greatest of all times as well.
I mean, I can't tell you to. I don't know what to say about that.
I still put Tim Duncan as one of the greatest of all time. I don't give a fuck what anybody wants to say. You know, he's up there. You know, so Tim Duncan. You know, shit. Russell's up there. You know, so.
Oh yeah, you're right. 91. Yeah, they beat Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yep.
swept them.
Yep. Oh, trust me, I was a Pistons fan at the time. So I was
happened in that game?
pissed. Michael Jordan dominated them, like to the point where the Pistons they couldn't do anything. Like they really couldn't. And the Pistons were old. The Pistons were on the tail end of their career. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
through
Is that
their
the
whole
one where
prime,
Isaiah walked off the court?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the final one. So for me, when the Pistons were doing their thing and like contending for championships, they were in their prime, you know? And then when
They were
that
all
happened,
in their prime. You're right.
yeah, exactly. And then when Jordan took over, that's when they were getting onto the tail end, you know?
I think Rodman was the only puppy amongst them.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Rodman was. Dumars was getting older. Isaiah was getting older. Plus, Isaiah was going through injuries as well.
Vinny Johnson.
Vinny Johnson was already. Vinny
He
Johnson was old
already.
Yeah, he was old
This guy looked like an old man when he was in his 20s.
Exactly. He was old when he first
Poor
came to the
Vinny.
team, you know?
Poor Vinny. I'd love to see him today.
Hey, man, you know what? I mean, you can't ever take away the championships that he got.
No, I would just love to see him today. Listen.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hated the Pistons, but I admired what they had to do to win a championship. Nobody else did what they did. Nobody
Lambert,
else did what they
man,
did.
he's one of my favorite players.
Isaiah was sick. Just like for me, Wayne Gretzky was sick, but I didn't like Wayne Gretzky, and I didn't like Isaiah, even though he had mad skills.
Yeah, that's why I put Isaiah as one of the top point guards
attitude,
in the history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just killed him. You know, that smile that you just wanted to slap.
Yeah, he had that little, but hey, Isaiah too though, like he didn't take no
feisty.
shit.
For sure,
Yeah,
he was feisty.
and
he had
would
backup.
he would go toe to toe with dudes. You know what I mean? He would
He
fight.
knew he had backup like nobody else in the NBA. He had a mob. He had a gang behind him.
Yeah, he did. But I've seen him go up against guys where his backup wasn't even there. Like he was
But there was
fighting.
always somebody. If it wasn't Sally, it was what's his name? The one I hated the most.
Mahorn?
No.
Well,
Which one?
you know, we can always bring
Name
this
the
back
starting five.
into this century because why Danny's gone. Somebody asked Nerd Zoid, what are your guys' thoughts on The Rock buying the XFL? Why the fuck did he buy the XFL? And for who?
He must have got some insider information.
You know, I heard that and I never followed it because I just thought it was bullshit. I wasn't sure if it was true. So let me just go see if it's really true.
It's true. It's true. He owns the XFL.
So, I mean, I don't know if are they planning on bringing it back because it wasn't doing that bad before COVID, and I actually liked some of the games. That kid out of man, where was it? Houston. That quarterback, PJ. I want to say PJ jump something. He was special. He was special. I need to check to see if he got on a roster this year in the NFL.
I didn't even watch the game, to be honest.
I did.
No. Yeah, I did.
Some of the things they were doing in there, I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the rule changes they made, I think, could work in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, same as the first time the XFL was out. Like the reason why we had that camera on the line above the field, that was an XFL thing.
Yeah,
and there was a few other innovations that the XFL came up with.
That the NFL took. I agree.
Yep.
Now I'm on the site. I'm on CBC News here, and it says Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says he's buying XFL out of bankruptcy. He didn't buy it yet.
Oh, because I have him on Instagram, and he was there posing with all the helmets, saying, "I'm now the proud owner of the XFL." Oh. This was 2 days ago.
This is August 4th. Okay, so that's the only article they have on him about the
XFL.
But why CBC?
Oh, that was the first one that popped up.
What is CBC?
You see what I mean? Canadian Broadcast Corporation.
No,
why would
they be posting? It is the first one that popped up. It's CBC. There's CNN. Says, but everything is from August 3rd. So I don't know what you've seen from 2 days ago, but there's nothing on here about him actually. I think that he actually bought it yet. But I mean, if he does buy it,
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I thought that they were really making some waves. I thought that it was a good foundation.
It was
unlike the first go around with the XFL. I felt like they had a solid understanding. They took their time with it to develop it and have the teams and everything set up. And then if it wasn't for COVID, they would have never competed with the NFL. But the NFL should have. I really think they would have eventually started supporting them as a like what they used to have with their the NFL Europe League. You send Tommy Maddox out over there, and he wins a couple of Europe balls, whatever they call the championship. Yeah, and bring him back to the Steelers, and boom, bang, boom. He's a pretty good quarterback. Kurt Warner over there too.
I agree with you. They wouldn't have competed with the NFL, but they were on a level where they were doing a lot better than the first time that it came around. Sure. It was more real football this time. But I just think sometimes Vince wants to add all these WWE crap to it. You know what I mean? Which ruins
I think that was the difference this time, is because he didn't have as much of a hand
I agree.
in the operations as he did in that first one. Because the first one, it was just, cuckoo bananas. If you see the 30-30 on that.
I did.
Yeah, it's insane.
I did. Like, he started off, they tried to do it, and then when they seen the ratings were falling, they started bringing in the cheerleader girls and bikinis and stuff. Yeah, and the wrestlers and all kinds of crap. And they really.
It was horrible.
It was horrible. And the fact that the actual games were trash didn't help.
Yeah, no, that definitely made it harder. But without that, we would have never had He Hate Me.
Yeah, I know. But I mean,
Rod Smart.
Yeah, I know. That
he had a cup of tea with the Panthers.
He what?
He had a cup of coffee with the Panthers.
Oh,
he played for Carolina. Yeah, he played for Carolina for a few years, actually. I think at the same time, D'Angelo Williams may have played for the Panthers at the same time as He Hate Me.
I apologize, fellas. That was
it's Saturday, man. I know you're busy.
That's okay.
That's it.
Well, you see the sheriff number pop up on the screen.
You answer that shit quick.
That's like
him the voicemail.
That's like wifey.
Oh, so you're county, huh, Danny?
Yes, sir.
No, fuck that shit, man.
No, man, I got more freedom, bro. More freedom.
What always bother? Like I'm, here where I'm at, like you would have to work like 2-3 years in the jail or whatever.
Oh hell no.
before
Fuck
you can
that.
hit the road.
So fuck that.
No, kidding
Ain't
me?
nothing to hit, man. You go to the academy, you come out, go through the FTO, which is field training officer.
Yeah.
Do that for about 8 weeks. Then your supervisor kind of shadow you. Then you get your confidence and stuff and know what you're doing, and they know you ain't gonna fuck up. They cut you loose.
Yeah. Same thing with City.
Oh, Roberto,
Yes.
I got a shirt for you.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Now I adjust my camera. I could represent. You know.
Yeah, I got a shirt for you, brother.
Oh,
Oh,
let's go to the
I'll come
Danny,
see you on this beautiful long weekend.
Yeah,
I sent
yeah,
you,
you can.
Danny. I sent you that clip of Russell Westbrook getting clowned by LeBron and Carmelo. It's like 30 seconds, man. It's in your DMs.
They might clown him for his intelligence, but I guarantee you don't know them one-on-one.
Shit. Well, not Carmelo, maybe.
I don't think any.
now. Not now. They don't.
He
Maybe
has
back in their day, but shit, that suck up, man. Okay.
he has one of the. He has a killer instinct that not too many people in the league have anymore.
Oh, we
You
talked
know what I
about
mean?
this not
Yeah,
too long ago.
Yeah, we probably talked about it before. Yeah, but he has a killer instinct in the league that nobody has anymore. So
My boy Luca. I think he has it.
Luka's on point. I give you that.
I haven't seen what's the word I want to use? The players is from overseas. I just haven't seen them
Have that same,
have the complete package.
Ooh, I think no. I think Luka had a complete package. I think Dirk had a complete package.
Only Parker wasn't that bad.
They weren't mean enough though.
What's that?
They're not mean enough.
Oh, if
Yeah,
you're talking
that I agree
their
with.
attitude wise, no, they didn't have that American attitude. You know what I mean? But yeah,
But Luca, when he got karate chopped, he jumped right the fuck up. He was ready to roll.
mm-hmm.
He's just not like expressive like a lot of the other players. Maybe that's it.
yeah.
Unless
Topic
something
is-
happens worth being expressed. Sorry, go ahead.
Topic number 2 say, does playing in the bubble even the playing field for all teams? Usually home court energizes the home team, and do you believe this to be the case in this public in what
In
we've
the
seen
bubble.
in the bubble?
In the
I
Buble,
definitely believe that it levels the playing field, because sometimes when you playing in your home stadium, the fans are the sixth man on the court, so to speak, and
started
they
at
start
Texas A&M.
defense, or whatever. And they get stuff going, and especially during the time doing Golden State, if Steph Curry or Klay Thompson hit a three, man, that doggone stadium would just go like on fire. And don't let them hit 2 or 3 in a row, and that stuff can kind of suck some of your energy out if you're the opposing team.
Yeah,
Well,
then you go to the
they're
free throw.
They don't
you go to the
have
free
that.
throw line. You go to the free throw line, your camera starts shaking because you forgot to turn that off in the options before you started this game. Man,
Oh my god!
I agree with you. Plus, for me, I always say, regardless of home court or whatever, I know there's an advantage to it, but regardless of home court, usually the best team does win. But also, home court advantage usually gets the calls. And that's a big thing too, right? If there's a call that goes 50-50, it'll usually go to the home team. So I do agree there is a slight advantage with home court advantage for sure.
I think the Stars would be more. I think they're more favorable to the Stars than they are even home court.
Sometimes they are. I agree with that.
And
But it'll depend on which teams are playing.
I think in the Buble, as you spelled it, in the Buble, teams that play well on the road, they're the ones that don't have that same advantage. You know what I mean? Because like there are some teams that play very well, that travel very well, that play very well, but now even so, when you're talking about a series, they have their own home court advantage, and then they're not affected by either their tempo or whatever. Their playing style isn't as affected as most teams. You get what I'm saying? Those teams are at a disadvantage, but I don't think exuberantly. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's like.
Mm.
I hear what you're
Another
saying.
thing. Yeah, go ahead.
I hear what you're saying, but it's definitely an advantage to play at home because you're laying in your bed, you're around your family, you're doing your routine, you're in your home, you're doing whatever your routine that you got normally do. When you're on the road, the hotel room may not necessarily be the best. Your food might have been not what you wanted. There could be something that you can't control, and for whatever reason, instead of you driving in your $200,000 Ferrari, you riding a bus and all this kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff, it matters to some players. Maybe not some, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I will definitely sleep better in my own bed and in my own home and do the stuff versus going to an away team and sleeping in a hotel that may not be what I like, whatever the case may be. In this bubble, everybody is uncomfortable. You're not in your home. You're not seeing your loved ones. You got to develop new routines or new habits or new rituals, whatever you think is going to help you perform better. And I think that truly separates the better players from the best players.
But shouldn't they have already made that point? Sorry, Roberto, I you haven't jumped in yet. But shouldn't that adjustment?
Good listener.
Shouldn't like the adjustment of being in the Buble? Wouldn't like that have already like they should already be past that by this point?
Still though, that's still. I mean, you don't think some people gonna mind, man? I ain't had no damn pum pum.
You don't think you're getting cheap?
No, I don't.
I don't think so either because they won't even let family in there, so they're not going to let no other women to come in there, right? But the one thing that does,
like with a pass, I think you have to like have a special pass or some shit to get in there.
No, there was an article today
Talking
where
about conjugal visits. I don't think so. There ain't no conjugal visits in
they
the
got
bubble.
those trailers.
No, there was a coach today. I just seen it. Trying to remember the team. He was saying, "Oh, this is bullshit because the NBA is not even letting family come in there," and he wasn't happy with that. Right? I couldn't find the post. I don't know who it was. But another thing that levels the playing field is there's no traveling time. That's a big issue for some of these teams. You know what I mean? When you're traveling every 2 days, so they don't have to worry about that now. So
I think
that's an advantage. That's a help because
that's what I said. That's what I mean. That's why that's why I said in the bubble it's helping them more than it was if they weren't because there's no traveling time. You know,
the only way they could have did this to make it feel home and away is through audio. Cheer when the home team has the ball. Boo and jeer when the other team has the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have cheers going both ways, and that's what I'm witnessing. I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but.
Yeah, but in some markets, some of the fans travel, so you get equal. In the Lakers, if the Lakers playing the Clippers, there are Laker fans in there and Clipper fans. So how are you going to differentiate?
Okay, do it at that game, but I mean, Houston playing, some random team that wouldn't even have fans really is getting the same kind of cheering when they hit a basket as when Houston does, and Houston's the home team. So what gives that home team the advantage? Just that your name is on the right side opposed to the left?
I agree with you 100%.
I think that if you're in your home, you eat at the restaurant you want to eat at, you sleeping in your bed, your house and stuff, that's going to be a better advantage and better mindset.
Oh, you're right, Danny. You're 100% right. But for the bubble, everybody is not in their own bed. So what's going to give the home team that feeling that they're actually at home? I think the only way you could do it is with audio. Put the cheering at 20% when the away team scores and put it at 80% when the home team scores.
I kind of like this way because now we see which team is better. Because sometimes the crowd can take you out of a game. And sometimes they can put you in a game. So on this, there ain't no crowd. It's just the 5 players versus the 5 players. So I like the bubble.
I find some games to be real sleepers and some games to be exciting since this bubble thing. I can't give it my full attention some games. because all I see is them launching 3, miss, launch a 3, miss, launch a 3, miss. I feel like I'm watching tennis. You know, my head's going like this as much as a tennis match.
Okay. Well, oh yeah. Question number 3. In the NBA, Ja Morant won the Rookie of the Year. Do you agree with this source?
I mean,
Who was second?
I don't even have.
That's kind of my point. Is like who else was there?
I'm not sure who was second. You know,
Certainly stood out.
Usually, it's like they throw 2 guys in the mix.
Yeah.
I think Danny will check it out. But to answer the question, absolutely, he deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, he was playing lights out.
I'd just like to know how much more he deserved it compared to who was running with him.
I feel you.
Because, you know, sometimes it's up in the air. Who was it that time? They didn't know who to give it to, so they gave it to both of them. Was that for MVP?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wasn't there co-winners one year?
The top 3 was Kendrick Nunn for the Miami Heat, Zion Williamson for the Pelicans, and Ja Morant. Those are top 3.
I think if Zion didn't get hurt, he would have took it. Because the NBA is trying to push his product hard.
I don't know, bro. Ja Morant, I seen this kid play in high school, and it was
Well,
like.
I'm not taking away from him, Danny. I'm just saying what the NBA would have probably wanted.
I know what you're saying, but Zion is explosive. He definitely is electrifying. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but I've seen Ja Morant play in high school, and it was like this clown.
Like he's special.
He is going to make it.
Mm.
I only wish that he grew like a couple more inches, but still, his athleticism. His dad, man, his dad was a barber. He used to cut one of my buddy's hair, and his dad didn't go to the NBA. He got to go to the NBA, but he taught his son every day. He put special different rims and stuff behind the house, made him do drills every single day. So his dad definitely put the time in, put the work in, and they're paying off now.
Well, you know what? If you have a son with that type of talent, then you absolutely help him put in the work for that. You know what I mean?
He did.
You know, yeah, you definitely do that, man. Like that's your focus, you know. Get your son out of the situation that you're in with a better life. So you do what you can to make sure he's prepared and help him out for that. So more power to him. Trust me. More power to him. But he definitely deserved to win it.
Yeah. You watch his highlight reels, boy, you'd be like, damn, where'd he come
I see them throw a dunk on a rebound, reminded me of Dominique. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know this kid could do that.
If he put some weight on, some muscle, I'd say about maybe 10 or 15 more pounds of muscle.
I'd say maybe 20.
I mean, if they ever get back to Memphis, he can get some of that barbecue down there, get some ribs.
I don't know if that muscle might slow him down. I don't want him to get slowed down.
He's impressive in highlights, I'll tell you that. But I mean, I think he was ranked like 70th in the PER, the proficiency.
Yeah, but he played one of the most
per possession.
PER stands for
I had it earlier.
I knew it stand for.
Yeah.
Like how proficient you are.
Yeah.
But the position he plays, man, this is a point guard league now. It used to be a big man league, but it's a point guard league now. So
player efficiency. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to. So I give him a couple more years, and I think he'd definitely be higher than 70.
Yeah, I mean, he's a rookie, so just look what he's doing in his rookie career. You know what I mean? Like he
Free
can
throw percentage a little low. You know, for as much as he drives to the basket, you know, he should be able to get those fouls. But at 70% at the line, I mean, probably need
some of the best though weren't really good free throw shooters. Shaq was horrible. You know, Tim Duncan at the beginning.
But Shaq can hold a ball. Like,
I know.
a ping pong ball through the rim.
But yeah, Shaq, Tim Duncan was horrible in his first.
Yeah,
There's a
couple
lot of
of
guys
years.
that are bad.
And look at LeBron. He is awful.
I
LeBron
think what
too.
LeBron's in the 70s, maybe.
You're comparing two centers, a power forward. Well, I guess Tim Duncan, power forward, center. He went, to a guard.
Yeah, but free throws are free throws.
Don't matter.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Free throws are free throws.
Shaq took all that wrong in his motion picture steal. He made it. He threw that grenade right where it needed to go.
Yeah, in the movie, you put the game on this is why Shaq was never really in the last minute of certain games.
That's where that Shaq, that special foul thing came in because he can't hit a free throw.
Hacker Shaq.
Hacker Shaq, that's right.
Hacker Shaq, But LeBron James isn't that great at free throw shooting either.
That's why LeBron James passes more, and when the game tapers off, he passes more. Yeah, he goes because he knows that's the weakness in his game.
Luka's not that great at free throws either.
No, he isn't. Luka.
Oh, really?
He's like I think he's in the 70s too.
High 70s though. High 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, some of these guys though, like they shoot hundreds of free throws a day. You know what I mean?
All of them. What else could you practice?
They should not be shooting that bad, man.
No, I mean they just need to switch to the animation number 36 on the free throws. That's what I always use.
And how's that working out for you in 2K21?
Oh, well, hold on. Now this year's a little different.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I'm like, fuck that. I use the button.
Fuck yeah, dude. I hate using the button too, man. It feels wrong.
I use the button. Fuck that.
Topic number 4. Let's see. Yeah. Topic number 4 is Steve Nash is the new coach of the Brooklyn Nets. Do you think this was a good choice?
Yeah. I'm glad to see a white man get a break in this world.
Oh my Lord.
What?
Phantom Zone his ass.
He's still there?
Oh man.
There you go. That shit should have been like a reflex.
Saying that shit on the wrong show, bro.
I can tell my
you know what? He's Canadian, so I kind of see what you're saying. Give him a chance.
I'll give him that.
We're trying to help out on this one.
I'm looking at the overall picture of your statement.
No,
I see what you meant by it.
I watched Stephen A. Smith talk about it before I came on.
So did I.
He was not happy.
No, he was not happy. And again,
You're never happy when Canadians are involved. We just have to show right.
He always talks about how black men should get more opportunities in the NBA. That's been his thing for years now.
Yeah, but don't step on Steve Nash. I mean, the guy's he's put in his work in the NBA. I mean, it's not some random guy.
But the thing is, it's like nobody knew that Steve Nash wanted to be a coach. He wasn't like
nobody knew, not even his friends. Not even his friends. This was all hush-hush.
Right. And what Stephen A is saying is basically, did he really want to be a coach?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Give
exactly.
A chance. I hear what you're saying.
He's saying there was some better coaches like Tyrone Lue and stuff like that didn't even get a chance. So,
because see, I don't know what they did, but somebody blackballed Mark Jackson because Mark Jackson was the one that got Steph and Clay together. He put that backcourt together.
Yeah.
He was getting Golden State heading in the right direction. Then Steve Kerr got him. But now Mark Jackson can't buy a coach job. So I don't know what he did, but he pissed somebody off.
Does the NBA have like a Rooney rule like the NFL?
What do you mean?
So in the NFL, they have the Rooney rule where whenever a head coaching position, I think maybe even the assistant coach, whenever it's open, you have to have so many, at least one
I don't think
interview.
So,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, but the NBA is probably the most, how could I say it, involved in being diverse of all the professional sports.
They got more black coaches, definitely in the NFL. Other than Mark Tomlin,
Mike Tomlin.
I can't think of another black coach now in the NFL.
Playing now?
Look how far we've come at quarterback. They used to say, all black quarterbacks, all they could do was run. Not anymore.
They used to say blacks couldn't play quarterback.
Yeah, because all they do is run.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
There's no pocket quarterback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Warren
no,
Moon.
as far as
Warren Moon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, Danny. Every stream.
As far as the NBA though, on this whole coaching thing, so I'm a little torn because the constitutionalist in me wants to say, like, it's a private entity and should be allowed to hire whoever they think is the best fit for their organization. But they're also a part of an association and need to abide by the association rules, right? If there's no rule in place saying that they have to interview candidates for any specialties, not specialties. You don't get what I'm saying, but like that they have to, even if it's to encourage diversity. If there's nothing in place, then I think that the franchise should have the right to hire who they think would be the best fit. That's
they should hire who they think is the best fit. But if you're not going to give certain people a chance, you know what I mean, then you don't know if they would fit in or not. You got to go there and you got to give people, black, white, Asian, whatever. Everybody has to get a fair shake.
But how big is the pool that we're talking about? Like, how big is the pool of potential head coaches?
Well, I'll tell you, Jason Kidd, Tyrone Lue, Dwayne Casey. Those are just Mark Jackson. So those are
fair to say 20?
Maybe even less, to be honest with you.
Okay, so
I wouldn't say 20.
Okay, so less than 20, right? 15. We'll go with 15 just to be crazy, right? 15 potential head coach candidates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it not possible that they already know what they need to know about those 15?
Yes, it is possible. It is possible because they have a history of, like, some of these, like Mark Jackson, he's been a coach already. Right. Tyrone Lue's been a coach already.
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd has been a coach already. So you're kind of right. They would know certain things about these guys and stuff like that. But again, you don't really know until you actually talk to someone, you know what I mean? Because it's hearsay, Right. Unless you're actually talking to him and maybe you talk to someone and realize, oh, they were wrong about this guy. Let's give him a chance.
I'm okay with him. He's an ambassador to the game. So I'm okay with him being a coach. For me,
I have no issue with that either.
Never made an issue of fair opportunity. It's just that if you act shady, you will get shady comments, And when his friend comes out and says, man, I didn't know till it came out that he was actually even considering being a coach. Why so hush?
Maybe I'm sure there could be plenty of reasons why it was hush hush. You know what I mean? Like,
these times and days, it creates a lot. 20 years ago, who gives a shit? Now,
one reason why he might have done, because all those players you listed, the black players that doesn't have the opportunity, so to speak. If they're looking at a certain criteria, Steve Nash was an MVP of the league.
Twice, back to back.
So does that put him in a higher category than somebody else? Because Mark Jackson never was, Tyrone Lue never was. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the criteria or their measuring stick to determine who gets a chance or not.
I think it's more so that he isn't proven. We don't know. At least, with the other guys, like Matt said, we know they have an idea of somewhat what all those guys have done. Yeah, not to hold it against them, but we don't know what Steve Nash could do because he's never coached.
That's right.
But when would you ever get a chance if somebody don't give you a chance?
Well, a lot of the players that Anjo,
and if you're going to give it, why not a guy like that?
They've already been head coaches before,
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're going to give some new guys a chance every now and then. It's going to happen. Plus, before this season is over, there's going to be a shitload of NBA jobs that open up.
For
NBA
sure,
head coaching
for sure.
jobs that open up. So
One time you got a person attitude. One main reason why Isaiah, and I don't want to stir nothing up, but Isaiah top should have been on the dream team, but his attitude, something he done years ago, maybe something that those other players did, their attitudes, or whatever. And the person said, "No, I don't think I'm gonna do that." But when you ask about Steve Nash, man, he's a stand-up guy, 2-time MVP. Man, you never hear nothing negative about him.
He's always involved.
plus
Basketball camps, soccer camps. He's always involved in the game.
So I'm not mad at it.
Like teammates
Plus
and stuff.
plus he's Canadian. You know how we do, man. You know how we do.
Thanks, ain't nothing. I like being on the screen.
I think the difference between the NBA and the NFL in this regards is that the NFL, there's so many, like the pool of potential candidates is so much larger than what you have in the NBA. You know what I mean? Because in the NFL, you could have, defense coordinators, offensive coordinators, all these other different assistant coaching positions that could move up to head coach. And a lot of owners don't know them, you know what I mean? So they do need to be brought in, to be interviewed, to you know what I mean, to see about that fit and that gel. But the NBA, can you name an assistant coach on any team?
Yeah, Tim Duncan.
He's an assistant coach. What did that?
He's
First of all,
assistant
that's
coach.
because follow his Instagram.
Boy,
I'm just saying. You said no. He said name an assistant coach, and I named one. That's all.
I'm just saying, how many assistant coaches are on a team?
They maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah. No, I think it's one assistant coach, and then
there's more than one. There's like 3 on the Raptors.
No, one assistant coach, like head assistant coach, and then the other ones are like his team. They back him up because that's how it is with the Spurs. Tim Duncan's the assistant coach, and then he has Becky Hammond, who's another assistant coach under him, right? But she was the one that was before him, and then he came in, and he became Popovich's second. So
Danny's just waiting to hit that wick.
I don't know why.
Boom!
Why? Jordan sucks. I get it.
There we go.
That's what you wanted to do.
next question.
That's right. You better bring me back.
Have a 1-0 lead over the Lakers in the second round after winning game 1. Do you think the Rockets have what it takes to beat the Lakers and advance to the next round? No, I do not.
I didn't see the game, so I can't really say. I was shocked that the Rockets won because the Rockets really didn't impress me in that OKC series. But
Rockets are going to have to get rid of their coach, man. All he does is offensive man. That works against some of these second, third tier teams. But the teams that's going to go to the dance and you're going to see in the playoffs, it don't work. So
it works during the season. It's not proven in the playoffs.
Right. But
you don't believe in analytics?
Yeah.
They're trying.
But the Rockets actually won this game with very good defense. Like they won.
You watched the game?
Bits and pieces of it.
Okay. I didn't even see a highlight. I was just shocked at the Rockets because my daughter's a Rockets fan. And she's walking around her toes. She said, you must have beat the Lakers.
I actually had it on before I went on the stream with Rob last night. But yeah, they played very well defense. The only problem with the Rockets is that's not their pedigree. You know what I mean? So yeah, they can play defense 1, maybe 2 games, but to go the whole series?
Maybe they're pumped after that Harden block because I was shocked. I was shocked. I'm sure the whole world was shocked to see that was Harden who blocked that fucking shot.
But you know what? I think maybe Russell might be rubbing off on him, like play some defense type of crap.
Yeah,
you know what
I think
like get mad.
Confused.
What's that?
I think he may have been confused. He'd never been that close to a player before.
No, in all honesty, I think it's because he probably had one of the shittiest offensive games ever.
That he did too.
You know, so he said, listen, if I can't do it offensively, then I got nothing. So let me show them a little defense that they've never seen before. And he saved the game.
Yeah, he did actually.
Yeah,
because that was a nice looking shot before it got blocked. And that guy hit like 7 already in that game, no?
Yeah, well, I think what it's going to come down to is, you know, can the Rockets, do they have enough in the tank to push this series to 7? Because I don't see them sweeping them. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, in the Lakers, you know, they finished theirs, what, 4-1, right? Okay. And Rockets, man, they went all 7. Like, that tank's going to become an issue eventually. Don't roll your eyes, Danny. I can see you up there.
Didn't Portland win game 1?
I wasn't talking about that. I'm thinking that LeBron James is the best passer still, point forward, whatever you want to call him, in the NBA. And he's going to feed unibrow. And that's just going to be too much because sometimes Russell Westbrook and James Harden can be kind of sporadic. And they have to have a certain number of touches. If James Harden don't get his touches, then he's pouting, and it messes up the flow of his game. So LeBron James is perfectly fine with passing first and shooting second and take over in the spots he need to take over. So I just think that their offensive threats are better than the Houston offensive threats.
I don't know how their guards are going to hold up against Russell and Harden, because again, like I think we spoke about this before as well. Like Lakers, as far as their guards, they're a little soft there.
They are, and that was an issue with the game yesterday. At least from what I saw, they were taking it to the hole constantly. Harden didn't play that great, but I mean they were just burning those guards left and right. You know. Then you have Lakers have a weak link, which is Danny Green, who hasn't done really much at all. So I don't know, man. I think if the Houston is to pass it, I think it's now. If the Houston's to beat the Lakers, I think it's this year.
If you look back at history, Houston has always crumbled in the playoffs.
I know.
So
Denver Broncos.
Unless they change it now. I'm gonna say,
Lakers but they never had Westbrook before.
I agree.
They never had Westbrook before, and
Westbrook. Sometimes Westbrook is sporadic.
100%.
And play uncontrolled.
100%. But if he can stop James Harden from flopping in a game 7, then maybe they have a chance, because that's the issue. If James Harden usually plays good through the whole series, it's that game fucking 7 that is always killing him. It's always killed him. Game 7 has always killed James Harden. And they say it all the time. He never shows up in a game 7. He did it last game 7, but again, it was OKC.
He didn't show up. He didn't show. He made a block.
No,
he had hardly any points that game.
I heard he played good in game 7. Yeah, I heard he played good, but hold on, I'll check it out.
Him and Westbrook went for 20-odd points.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not a Harden fan. I think his game is garbage. I don't like all that flopping and all that shit he's doing. And when he's stepping back and doing that 3, that's traveling sometimes. So I know he's in the MVP conversation. You can't discount the points he put up, but I just don't like his game.
His step back 3 is not traveling. It's his push-offs when he does the step-off 3. That's his biggest issue. His step-off 3s are not traveling. They're not.
No, you can't penalize him for something that wasn't penalized. And I think one of Harden's problems, though, like when we're talking about, going down this shitter in game 7, is because he hasn't had a Westbrook. He hasn't had that number 2 outside of when he was with OKC and they had every fucking one on that team. But
they were young.
Yeah, they were young.
But with the Rockets.
But in the last 2 minutes, of the game, or in the crucial time, Westbrook is an alpha. Harden is an alpha. That's why him and Kevin Durant couldn't get along, because Kevin Durant said, "No, I want the ball." Westbrook said, "No, I want the ball." And if Westbrook is the point guard, he doesn't take good shots compared to Harden.
I agree, but Westbrook hasn't
Westbrook
been,
will take it to the rim.
and Westbrook hasn't been like that in the last 2 years. Like in the last 2 or 3 years, I've seen a change in his game. So he's not that one that will need to take the ball down at the end. If he knows Harden is hot, I can guarantee you he'll give it to Harden. I give it to Harden. He's changed a bit. So
Have you seen a change in his outfits?
that'll never change. That's
If it goes to Game 7, then I'm going to be I'll make sure I'm going to tune into that.
me too, because that'll define.
Because I don't trust Westbrook or Harden.
Neither do I. 100%. That's what I'm saying. So they have. That's why I said they have to, because it can go 7, and people will be like, "Oh, Houston, they took the Lakers to 7," but James Harden doesn't show up in Game 7s. He hasn't done it. That's the biggest knock about him. So if it's to prove it, it's this year to prove that shit.
What happened in the Portland series? Did Portland win the first game?
Against the Lakers,
went 5. Didn't that series go 5? So I mean, it's one game. It's one game. Let's see what they do next game.
Yeah, and see, they went Game 7, so they tired. They tanked.
Yeah,
Bron rested up. So
no, I agree with that, and you're right. It is only one game, but we can't compare Houston to Portland. Houston's a way better team.
Houston's better, but it's still the Lakers.
I don't know if Houston's that much better than Portland or not, because their 2-point guards is hell too, boy. McCollum and
yeah, they are. But Portland is the worst defensive team in the playoffs. You know what I mean? They're the worst defensive team in the playoffs. So
they're worse than Houston?
Yeah.
Because I think Houston is the worst defense in basketball.
Couldn't that have something to do with them playing the Lakers? No, they were the worst playoff team?
No. I mean, the whole season.
Oh, throughout the season.
Yeah, they were considered the worst defensive team in the league.
Because that coach for Houston, like Danny said,
D'Antoni,
he doesn't have defense in his vocabulary. He is 100% offense.
I know.
Mike D'Antoni.
He's the one that started
5 years ago. Shit, he's still coaching.
He's still coaching. He was one that started that what did they call it? Like the 12 seconds and shoots or something like that.
7.
You know what I mean?
It was 7 with the Suns back in Steve Nash's day. Yeah.
Right. 7 seconds and shoot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He was the one that started that. That was and he's always been that offensive guy. You're muted, Danny. You're muted.
So yeah,
he's on the phone.
He is a master of that running gun shit. He loved that.
Mm-hmm. And that doesn't win championships.
I'm not an NBA fan. Why do I know more than you? God, Anto.
What did you know more than me?
7 seconds. Come on,
bro. I'm a weed smoker, and it's like how many years ago?
Oh God.
All I need to know is that when they were doing that, they lost to the Spurs. So that's all I care about.
I watched the video on Steve Nash why he never won a championship the other night. That's why I knew that. But nevertheless,
question number 6. The Raptors are now 2-1 to the Celtics. Do you think that the Raps can win this series in advance with the way the Celtics have been playing so far?
Is anybody watching that game?
I haven't even watched that series.
I could tell you this because I have tried to watch the series. Every now and then I watch a bit and then I switch out because I can't take it. Out of all of those games, they lost the first game, no doubt. The Raptors. The second game, they lost that game themselves because they came out with great defense. They were there. It was like 6 points, more or less, struggle up and down throughout the whole game. Game 3, I couldn't watch it, and I'm surprised they won, And as you can see, I am a Raptors fan, and I don't think they're going to win this series.
Now, Rob, I'm going to hold your feet to the fire on this one.
Okay.
Did they lose the game or did they give it away?
They gave away game 2. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I know.
They gave it away. Game 3, I don't think they should have won game 3. And it came down to another 0.3 second shot.
Yeah, Anunoby's shot at the end.
I can't talk about what's the guy named Baraka? What's his name?
Who? Siakam?
No, Siakam. The other one is Baraka, whatever his name is. He came from OKC.
Anunoby.
Yeah, Anunoby.
No,
Oh, Gannis's brother.
no. He came from OKC, an African guy.
Oh, you're talking
Ibaka.
Serge Ibaka.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ibaka.
Serge Ibaka, the other guys, I would give them what they got. And they got a little point guard. I can't think of the name of the short, light skin point guard.
Van Vliet.
Van Vliet, yeah.
Van Fleet. But I cannot stand Kyle Lowry. His game is garbage, trash. He makes me sick. Every time I see him, I want to shoot him with a damn tranquilizer gun. I think I got video footage where Kevin Hart blocked this shot, made him look like a punk.
I seen that.
Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. Yes, I will send to Anzo, and Anzo will send to you.
Yeah.
One-on-one drill. Kevin Hart shut his ass down.
I would like to see after that what size the check was that Kevin Hart gave him.
Kevin Hart got hops.
No,
He got hops like a grasshopper.
Kevin Hart was on his ass. Like he was playing defense on him, and Kyle Lowry went up for a shot, and Kevin Hart blocked that shit.
And blocked him in front of his team.
Mhm.
So I don't like Kyle Lowry. The only reason he won the championship was because of old boy at the Clippers. I don't think
Kawhi Leonard.
they ain't gonna smell a championship ever again unless they get Kawhi Leonard back.
Ooh. Ooh.
They ain't got nothing.
Words.
They ain't got nothing to do with Canada.
No
I'm just saying.
respect. No
Has everything
respect.
to do with Canada.
They are second in the league, and they still get no respect.
Mm.
They
Damn.
don't have
Because y'all
what they
gonna
have.
lose to Boston.
They do not. If they had Kawhi Leonard, I'd be okay. But they don't.
Nobody wanna
See,
play
I
in
think
Toronto.
Siakam
Kawhi,
has stepped up though.
yeah, Kawhi played on a better team with Toronto than he is now with the Clippers. That's what I think.
Facts.
So,
I think Kawhi made a mistake.
being that said,
He could have been back-to-back champion.
yeah, 100%. That's because the Raptors are deep.
Mhm.
They are very deep. I just don't think Siakam is a superstar. I think he's a good basketball player.
Your
but he's
team don't
not
have a superstar on it.
No, we don't.
No.
That's why I didn't expect
What?
them to win. Who's a
They don't.
superstar?
You ain't never seen their mascot, the little raptor that comes out there and like,
Oh, my
"Woo, woo."
You trying to have a serious conversation. He coming here with these damn jokes.
Because
Phantom.
nobody cares about
Hold on.
Raptors and Celtics. Who gives a
Boom!
Thank you. Because us Canadians, we do care about the Raps.
Hey,
See my hat?
there would be no basketball if it wasn't for Canada.
You guys see my
Throw me
hat, right?
down for that too, but that's
Hey. See my hat? I got Boston in my blood. baby.
Did you hear what he just said? That there'll be no
Yes.
basketball if it wasn't for Canada.
He's absolutely right.
Oh,
What are you talking about? Don't even listen to it. This is you and me, Denny.
But wait, you guys,
basketball. Tell me, could you go on Google right now and tell me who invented basketball?
for
Isn't
real?
it Naismith, the Canadian?
Yes,
You guys can throw me down all you want.
Yes.
It's facts. It's facts.
yes. Basketball was created by a Canadian man. That is
We
correct.
lent it to you guys. You guys added some. What is that? 3M. You made it better. You guys came with your dunks and
The Flint Tropics, they invented the alley oop.
Oh, you're talking about what's that movie there with Will Ferrell?
Tropics? Tropic
Yeah.
Thunder? No, not Tropic Thunder.
Not Tropic Thunder. Can't remember the name of it, but yeah,
I see Danny looking it up right now. You want to prove us wrong, huh?
I know.
Yeah, look it
Facts
up.
in Canada.
Flint-
Facts.
Mhm.
Flint Tropics invented the alley oop.
They must be
Before
cousins
the
with Naismith.
Yep, it's Canadian. Look
Must
it up,
be
Danny.
cousins with Naismith.
Look it
Will
up.
Ferrell. Sorry.
Naismith.
Canadian.
Inventor of basketball.
You see, they don't have the. Remember the shows we used to have the like this year in history. They don't have that. You know what I mean down there. So they never see. They never seen the Naismith one. You know,
Okay,
they never seen the one with the peach basket.
They have, what they have? Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, but I love Schoolhouse Rock though. I love
It
me
was
some
V.T.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Hamlet that invented the alley oop in the 1950s.
It doesn't matter if he invented the alley oop. You couldn't have invented the alley oop without basketball. And basketball was created by a Canadian man. I think Danny might have froze. You froze, Danny?
Oh yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen because he hasn't moved.
Okay, because I thought he was doing some deep search.
Me too. I mean,
Right?
it wouldn't have been that hard to find, anyways.
Yeah, now we're stuck talking about the.
never freeze.
Oh, okay. He didn't freeze.
Oh shit! That was good, Danny. That was nice. That was nice. You could have fucked us up there.
Still looking, Danny?
I ain't seen nothing about no Canadian. I'm seeing who he was, but I ain't see where he was from. They keep saying this guy was from Springfield College.
Michael Naismith?
James Naismith.
James
Yeah,
Smith.
Tim.
Okay.
Springfield College. That sounds like an American town to me.
No, that's somewhere in Toronto, Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys want to take it, then take it.
I'll tell you what
Yeah.
it says.
Y'all still got hockey?
Okay, it said he was born and educated in Canada. I just saw that.
Mm-hmm. Right here. Was a Canadian American physical
What?
educator, physician. Yeah, so
So we can
sports
share.
coach and
We didn't say
innovator.
American Canadian. We said Canadian American.
No.
Mhm.
I think a 60-40 split would be in order.
No, it's more like
No.
70-30.
70-30.
You guys cut a hole in the bucket, so you get 30% rights for that.
Actually, no, he did that too.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he
I
did
think
that
they
too.
had ladders. They used to go up on a ladder and take
Yeah.
the ball up.
Yeah, and then when
That's
you watch
dumb.
that's why I said the history one, because they show they were doing the ladder and someone says, wouldn't it be easier if you just cut the hole out? And they cut the hole out. So
Someone
yeah,
from Canada, right?
yeah. Okay.
Okay,
No,
we'll,
no.
we'll take
yeah.
we'll take copyrights on that.
It was actually a Texan. He
I
was.
guess they created
on vacation.
football, 2 and baseball. All that was good in Canada too. Soccer.
No, you
Boy.
guys can have
Danny,
all of
hold on,
that.
Danny. I'm looking right here on Wikipedia, and it says James Naismith invented basketball in 1891 at the International YMCA training. Where's it?
I read that.
Yeah, blah 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 blah. But he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And
Go outside to
And
play.
it
He wanted-
became an integral part of the American culture thanks to Canada.
mhm.
Well, let's see him
and
play
like what
today.
and like what all Americans do, they steal it from us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he had a training school in 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts.
You go into football, okay?
Okay, I'll be right back. Let me go and represent.
Man, we're an hour in, just now getting to a sport I actually follow.
Yes, we are. We usually do an hour of basketball, hour of football.
Question number 7, the first question in the NFL part of the show. Is it safe to say that Brady is the favorite to win the Super Bowl with the signing of Leonard Fournette this week? I say hell yeah.
Hell
Everything.
I say hell no.
Look, you
No.
already got the best receiving core in the NFL. Now you get a top 10 running back. That's going to take pressure off of him.
That's cool. Tell me
Yeah,
about their
but-
offensive line.
Or their defense. You know?
Don't matter. Tom Brady
Yeah.
is a master of getting the ball
It
out in
does.
5 seconds or less.
It does matter. Defense does matter. And
No,
to be
the
honest with
offensive
you,
line is the problem.
offensive line matters too, but defense too. But you know, to be the champs, you got to beat the champs. So I still have the Kansas City Chiefs as the favorite to win it.
I hope they're right because I have Brady in my fantasy.
Fuck you.
Listen, man,
Dun,
there's
dun,
that
dun.
he is past due. There is a bill owed on that drop that quarterbacks have. When it just hits, they just plummet. He's overdue to pay that bill. That bill is still owed, and it will be paid.
Danny made a very good point when he mentioned what was that guy's name? Jameson Winston. He held on to the ball very long. This is why he ate a lot of grass. Tom Brady has the quickest release, other than Brett Favre and all them other sharpshooters. So I don't see him eating as much grass. Yeah, exactly. But Patrick Mahomes, he could throw against the grain. So this guy is in a class by himself.
Oh, I'll give you Tom Brady. His awareness and his pocket awareness is absolutely bar none. Like it fantastic. But that offensive line is garbage.
But he's never had a receiving core like he has now.
I just looked it up. I'm gonna tell you the top 15 offensive lines in the NFL ranking this season.
Okay, Cowboys number 1. Go on.
No, Cowboys not number 1.
Oh yeah, with Travis Frederick.
Indianapolis Colts are number 1. New Orleans Saints are number 2.
Oh, offensive line. Okay.
Offensive line. Dallas Cowboys are number 3. Green Bay Packers are number 4. Baltimore is number 5. Cleveland Browns is number 6. New England Patriots is number 7. San Francisco is number 8. Pittsburgh Steelers is number 9. Philadelphia Eagles is number 10. The Raiders are number 11. Kansas City Chiefs is number 12. And Tampa Bay is number 13. So he got a top 15 offensive line.
He is dropping from a 7th to a 13th.
Okay, that's just one. That's just one
look
worse.
At those receivers.
One spot worse than the current champions. One spot worse.
Look at his receiving core. I would trade that receiving core for the offensive line drop any day.
When you're going from being behind the number 7 offensive line to the number 13. By the way, we should
drop. Those receivers make a huge difference.
That's just one. He's one spot left in the champs.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about. I'm comparing the offensive line that he had versus the offensive line that he has. Right?
I understand that, but I'm telling you, you saying that the you're choosing the Kansas City to be back to back, correct? That's what you just said.
No, absolutely not. No, it's Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
I said Kansas City.
Danny, how is he still on top there?
I don't know.
Where I belong.
I said the Kansas City Chiefs are
just how it is, you know.
I said the Kansas City Chiefs are going back to back. But again, Danny, you got to understand there's so much variables in the game for you to just say because they have the best 3 players or this and that they should win it. You know, there's schedules that add into that. There's a lot of things that add into that.
I'm not saying Tampa Bay is winning it. Sorry, if that's what this conversation's about. I'm just saying how Tom Brady is going to do better because, yes, he has a weaker O-line, but he has so much better offensive targets.
This is what I'm saying.
He has a tight end, he has receivers, he has a running back, he has everything.
That's right. And he became the GOAT without that. So if you give the GOAT more bullets, don't you think he's going to be a better shooter?
Check out his offensive line when he became the GOAT. My point is this: you're dropping from 7 to 13. All right,
that's not a big drop.
Is enough of a drop to affect everything about his game.
What would compensate that drop? Giving him much better targets. What could offside the offensive line? Nothing really, other than more skilled players to get involved. If he could throw a little down and out to, say, Evans, and Evans breaks that for 50 yards, they got a key on Evans, and then you have the other guy open, and then you have Gronk, and you have...
So you think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the favorites this year?
No, I just think they're going to have a really good season. That's all I'm saying. They need to gel. They need to gel. But I think Brady is going to have a great year. Well, sorry, I'm hoping.
Yeah, because you have him in your fantasy league.
Yes.
So we're getting some bias talk here.
No, but tell me, he doesn't have top 5 targets in the league?
No, I agree with you. 100%.
That's all I'm saying, Lonzo.
No.
There's no bias. I'm not a Tampa Bay fan.
No, I know, and I agree with you 100%. But
okay, I just looked this up. Top 10 NFL defenses for 2020. Who you think is number 1?
Cowboys.
No, fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look at it right there.
Really?
Yeah, but we haven't played 2020 yet, so we don't know. Like that's just projected. That doesn't mean it's going to happen that way.
Do you know who's going to surprise everybody, Danny?
What was
Chicago's defense? Chicago's defense is going to surprise everybody this year.
What was Tampa Bay's defense rank last year?
I have no idea, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna look that up.
Hey, Anzo,
What's that?
Chicago's defense is going to surprise everybody this year.
Roberto, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth, bro. Just hush.
Daddy, you
Just
remember
stop
when I told him he made a big mistake letting go that Chicago defense?
it.
They were ranked number 1 2 years ago. I don't know how you give up on them so easy, bro.
Because they didn't do shit for me last year. I had them last year too.
Yeah, but look who they're saying is number 1 this year. Did anyone even mention Tampa Bay last year? I don't think so.
That's why I'm looking at their defense for last
But
year.
what did they do to be ranked number 1 this year? Did they pick up somebody we don't know about? Because
Yeah,
what's his name?
I don't know either. I really don't know.
That guy from Houston is still a free agent. What's his name? Not Curse. That guy went number 1.
Wait, what are you talking about? Sorry,
Okay.
That defensive end from Houston. They released him.
Clowney. Yeah, he got released
Yeah,
from
Clowney.
Seattle.
No one picked him up, huh?
He got a new agent, so maybe he'll get picked up. Earl Thomas will be coming home though, guarantee it. We just released Clinton Dix. Kind of sad I don't get to
Where's
that
Thomas
name.
went?
Sorry, Tampa Bay's defense was actually ranked. It says top 5 last year.
Really?
Yeah, they got that linebacker, man. He's legit.
See, I didn't know that. I did not know they had a top 5
I tell
defense
you,
last year.
I stick with the numbers. So when people say, "Well, we had that," no, I'm gonna tell you what the stats say. That's what I'm saying. It ain't what Danny's saying. It's what these professionals that get paid to tell us what it is say.
Yeah, I get that, but again, at the same time, I always say that these rankings. Yes, I get it. Last year they had a top 5 defense, but how was their schedule? You know what I mean? That means a lot because if you're playing,
They play the NFC South.
teams,
That's not that they play in the NFC South, man. You're talking the Saints twice a year. The Panthers, but I mean, it's not that easy of a division. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know, but they play other teams as well too, right? So
Right.
other divisions as well. So I mean, you could have a hard time in your division and then go out of your division and smoke everybody else. So those type of things affect the defense. It's not just.
Okay.
I'm
Their
more
first
wondering
game-
who made those projections about Tampa.
Their first game is against the Saints. Then they play the Panthers. Then they play the
Yeah.
Broncos. Then they play the Chargers. Then they
So
play the
0-4.
Bears.
And
Then
those
they
are
play-
all airborne teams.
Then they play the Packers. Then they play the Raiders. Then they play the Giants again. Saints,
A lot of deep ball teams, huh?
Rams, Chiefs,
Deep ball.
Vikings,
Deep
Falcons,
ball. Deep
Lions,
ball.
and with the Falcons.
Deep
Ooh,
ball.
so they're gonna go like 5-11 this year. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, a lot of those teams aren't that good though.
Just so you know, Anzo, you could go and pick up your Chicago Bears right now.
That right
No,
there,
okay.
that right there is why I hate Dallas.
Why?
You trying to have-
did I even say about that?
You're trying to have an intelligent conversation, and you're talking all this bullshit about Dallas going to the Super Bowl. Those suckers ain't smelled a Super Bowl in 25 years. Barely smell a
It ain't been
playoff.
25. It ain't been 25.
Oh, shit. Did I mention my other quarterback is Dak Prescott?
It's good. That's a smart man.
No, I didn't choose him.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure-
he's good for fantasy. I won't take that away. He's very good for fantasy.
And I'm pretty sure he's not going to be your starting quarterback though.
wait.
Well,
who
right
you-
now,
oh,
he's favored more points over Brady, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
have
yeah,
to leave
stick
him there
with
right
Dak.
now.
Really? You gonna
Yep,
start
stick
Dak
with
Prescott
Dak.
with Tom Brady?
absolutely. CD Lamb is a game
This is
changer.
called fantasy, Danny. It's called fantasy. It's not called personal. I gotta make professional moves to get back-to-back championship. You're gonna
Yeah,
Three
see.
1,000-yard
that's
receivers.
not happening because there has never been a back-to-back championship.
That's
in
what
that
I
league
just
yet.
said. We're
Mhm.
gonna see.
No.
We're gonna
No.
see. It took me 6 years of going to the dance and not leaving with a date to
Mhm.
leaving with a date and keeping her.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you're supposed to go with a
gone.
date.
She's
No,
gone
no.
this year.
No.
That's probably why
That's called
leaving without a date.
entrapment. That's called entrapment.
That's why you kept leaving without a date. You didn't bring one there in the first
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I went alone. I can leave alone. You come in this world alone. You leave alone. I can live with it.
Yeah. So
I gotta keep it righteous, Mad, because my
Daddy.
wife might watch this show one day. You know what I'm saying?
Get a super chat there, brother.
Super chat.
Super chat. Yes, sir. Niner Zeno, what up, my friend? How you doing?
Yes,
Much
sir.
respect.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the super chat. Came in with the $10 super chat. Keep up the good work, Danny. What is your guys' super early prediction for each division winners in the NFC and AFC this year?
Sorry,
Oh.
Niner Zeno. It's not going to be that logo you have there. Where's Quinton? Huh? Where's Quinton? Coming out of the NFC, whew, that's a tough one.
You want to do north, northeast, southwest?
Is that what he's asking for each division?
Yeah.
I think he's calling the Super Bowl, no? Oh, for each division winners. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want to do northeast, southwest for each one?
Yeah.
I think
we'll
we should do the hardest right now. Which one is it? The one with Minnesota, New Orleans?
That's north. No, those are two different ones.
Really? Are they?
Minnesota is north. Saints, Tampa Bay, Falcons, Carolina is south.
Okay, that's a tough one, huh?
Yeah, so we can do north first if y'all want to. Do
Sure.
NFC then AFC.
Okay, so NFC North.
Yeah, we got the Packers, Vikings, Bears, Lions.
I'm gonna go with the Packers again on that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
until
go with the Packers
Bears
on that
can
one.
prove they have anything, offense. As far as a threat on offense, yeah, you got to stick with Green Bay.
You know, I would give it to Green Bay hands down if it wasn't for that draft they made, because I don't really know how Rodgers is feeling, man.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. But
I don't think he's going to hold it against them, but at the same time, I see Rodgers' face the way he looks at guys when they don't catch that ball. I know he looks like he could be a cocksucker.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No,
sorry, bad choice of words.
Aaron
I think
Rodgers,
he-
I've seen him on the
Aaron Rodgers is the baddest dude on the planet.
I give him respect, Danny. Remember I said that? I didn't until I did some research.
he's a pretty laid back guy too, man. I've seen him on the Pat
Is he?
McAfee show a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a down to earth guy, man. He's pretty cool.
He can make throws that very few quarterbacks can make.
Yes.
Fuck it,
yes.
man. That game
I
against
forgot
Dallas in
what I was gonna look
2016.
at.
What a fuck.
I'm going to go with the Packers for him. Let's go to the NFC South, which includes the Panthers, Buccaneers, Saints, and the Falcons.
I'm going with the
I'm
Saints.
going with the Saints on that.
Yep.
Even over the Bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking Bucks.
He's been there. Breeze has been there too long. I don't know who's
Only
replacing
thing that
Kamara.
Breeze is in a little bit of trouble now because that comment he made. So he got to win the city back. He got to win his players back. But if he can do that, man, he got a hellacious running back.
But they're planning on releasing Kamara, no?
What?
Kamara? Yeah.
This
He's
is the word.
because of contract negotiations aren't going too well, but he did show up at practice.
Oh, that's what I wanted to see.
That is
Because
he did show back up.
Roberto, what did you do? You switched to Tampa Bay's defense, didn't you? Yeah, you sure did. You sure
Thanks,
did.
Daddy. Hey, I didn't have time to do any research. Daddy gave me some insight, and I went and made a look.
I
Let
hope
me
they
see who has
flop.
Tampa Bay. It's
I hope
okay.
they flop.
It's okay
hope
because
they
I know
flop.
you're not picking up Chicago.
I hope they
Where we at?
flop.
NFC East?
We're going to the NFC East, which is
NFC
Cowboys,
East.
Redskins, Giants, and the Eagles. And I'm going with the Eagles.
Of course
Listen,
you
you know
are.
what, Danny?
Not
I was going to say the
football
Eagles,
team.
but I'm tired of that because they're always fucking handing it to the Eagles every fucking year. NFC East Eagles. NFC East Eagles.
Have you not
The
been watching?
quarterback is never there. He's
Do
never
you
there.
Do you think I want to say that, knowing that I'm a
I'm not saying
Washington
Dallas.
fan?
I'm saying their nemesis, the Giants.
Hell no. They ain't
Oh,
Giants.
no.
I think that rookie quarterback ended the season very well, and they're up and coming. They got a stud running back. Their defense is subpar.
The Eagles have way too many injuries across the board.
I am
Dallas.
not giving it to Dallas.
We are definitely clipping this one out so that when it comes to the end of the
Fuck the
season,
NFC East.
I
Fuck the
can
NFC
get
East
from-
right now. No,
I can
listen,
get Robert-
I have nothing against the Giants. I have nothing against the Eagles. But I'm just tired of hearing about the Eagles, so I have to say the Giants.
I'm picking Cowboys for that.
Yep.
Hell,
Wait. He's in
Good man,
second
Andre.
position, Danny.
I'll never-
He's in second
I'll never-
position.
I'll never pick the Cowboys.
I'm
Never.
taking Cowboys.
Never. I
I'm
will take
taking
the
Cowboys.
Edmonton Eskimos before I take the Cowboys.
NFC,
Shit, I can't say Edmonton Eskimos.
NFC West is going to be Seahawks, Cardinals, 49ers, and Rams, and I'm going with the Seahawks. I am a Russell Westbrook fan. I
I'm
believe
going to go with San Fran. I think that defense is legit.
I'm gonna go with San Fran too.
I'm gonna go with Danny.
Boo.
Hmm.
Phantom's on his ass.
How can you
Don't
not
like San Fran. I don't like
Neither
it.
do I. Neither do I. But I
Well,
went
I like
against them.
I like Russell Westbrook. It's the rest of the team that has me concerned.
I mean Wilson, rather. I mean Westbrook. I keep saying Westbrook.
Russell Wilson.
Oh man, now you got me doing it.
They keep talking about Wilson. They keep talking about Seattle, and now they might get what's his name?
You got to have
What's
some
that
help.
guy's name who failed out? Gordon.
Mm.
Josh
Picked
Gordon.
him up. Josh Gordon.
Man, he gets picked up every year. Never.
Yeah,
plays.
but you know what?
Yeah.
Like they say his character. He's a lovable guy. He just has a problem, and he's been suspended 6 times. He will be suspended more, but he will always be put in the back in the NFL because of his character. He's such a nice guy,
But
and
he
you can't
played-
take away his skill set.
He
When was
played
the last
with
time he
Brady,
was-
and they didn't do good.
Yeah, but he did amazing in Cleveland with nothing.
When
but
was the
he
last
didn't-
time he was
he-
on the field?
Sorry,
Like
When
2
was the
years
last time he
ago.
played?
Like
I
2
don't
years
know.
ago. 2
I
years
think it
ago.
was with New England, no?
Yeah, it was with New England like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Yeah, but
obviously
then-
Russell Wilson sees something because he's the one who made the call for them to pick him up. They were calling
He's
out
a-
Antonio
he's a-
Brown.
He's a good number 3, but he's not your main wide receiver. He's just not. He's a good.
I
number 3.
never count a chip out. A guy who plays with a chip, I will never count him out because the naysayers just boost guys like that to the next level.
Okay,
We're going to go to AFC North.
North.
Consists of the Steelers, the Bengals, the Ravens, and the Browns.
Come
Ravens.
on now.
I'm definitely
Ravens,
going-
I mean-
hands down. Hands
Come
down.
on
Ravens.
now.
Ravens is like my mistress as far as football. Like, man, I just love their defense back in the day. The Ray Lewis led defense. Like, I always have a soft spot for the Ravens.
Do I need to answer this question?
Yes. Truthfully, no.
Well,
Not-
hey,
not-
I didn't pick
with
the
your heart.
Redskins.
Huh?
Answer with your head.
That was
I don't know why
that-
you're picking
No,
the
I'm
That
Steelers.
team doesn't exist.
Huh? I'm answering it. I'm going with the Steelers.
Shut up! Are you serious?
I am going with the Steelers. I'm not.
Who's their quarterback?
I don't know,
Ben.
but you can probably find him in line at McDonald's
Big Ben. Big Ben's
Big Ben.
quarterbacking.
or in
my
the bathroom
left,
at the McDonald's.
Big Ben, the rapist.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Racist.
Watch it.
Hey, Danny. In his defense, though, I think at this point in his life, he's more interested in Big Macs than he is the bathroom.
All I'm saying is, yeah, I'm going with the Steelers this year.
In all honesty, it's a team that if Schneider doesn't go soon, I could see me being a fan of the Ravens.
Oh, okay. I
You're
was
gonna-
like,
Oh, it's never been Pittsburgh. Are you
I will
crazy?
I will never like the Ravens.
Yeah, because they're your nemesis.
Exactly.
We're gonna
So
go through.
I will never pick the Ravens.
I hear you.
Exactly.
I respect that. Like I would never pick Dallas.
Exactly.
we're gonna
Next
go
one,
to
Danny.
keep our name.
the South, which consists of
Yeah, shut up, fuck off.
the Texans, the
That
Jaguars,
hurts, man. That hurts. We have nothing to say about it.
and the Titans. I'm going with the Titans.
I'm going
I'm
with the
gonna-
Texans.
The Colts, man.
Texans. Who did the Texans have on? So they let go their number one receiver. I think that's going to hurt them dramatically.
No, they
Yeah.
actually just signed.
Brandon Cooks, he's not going to replace.
No, not Brandon Cooks.
Who?
There's a question that I have.
Yeah,
There.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Andre Johnson, I think it was.
What?
He's on his way out, man.
I thought he
was that-
died 3
Was
years
that
ago.
the question?
No, it's about Deshaun Watson and his contract.
Yeah.
You wrote these. Why am I having to answer it?
Bro, I don't remember what I write, man. I just go on there and grab the questions, bro. I sit down there and study them.
AFC
Yeah. So.
East.
Oh, okay. Well.
Did you pick, Matt? Did you pick?
No. I'm gonna have to go with Houston. Actually, looking at Philip Rivers. Yeah, he's on his way out, man. Like, I don't know if he has enough for the Colts to do anything. Tennessee Titans, who the fuck trusts them? I mean, just by default.
The Titans look really solid at the end of the year last year, man. Tannehill showed that he's no bust.
Yeah, I'm talking about this year, brother. Like,
well, they got that running back. What's his name? He's on my team.
You don't even know who it is, and
I don't need. I want you to say it. I want you to say it. The truck. The truck.
I ain't worried about your team, bro. Stop bringing up your goddamn fantasy team, bro.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
I don't care about that team.
Because I don't see you as a threat. Usually you're a threat every year. This year, Supreme did some fucking work, huh?
Don't worry, I'm going to be a threat.
Yo, did you see? He pulled a U, man.
What do you mean?
The first 6 moves after the draft is all Supreme.
Danny, we on East?
Yeah, AFC East is the Patriots, Jets, Bills, and the Dolphins.
Bills, hands down.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills.
Patriots.
I'm taking the Patriots. Yeah. And the last one,
that quarterback.
I can't believe I said the Bills. Hey, Hanzo, Jose.
Yeah, I know.
Poor Jose, but I'll take the Bills for my brother.
That quarterback from Buffalo, man, he has something. He got a little spicy.
Him and the quarterback for the Giants, I find they're very similar. They're very similar.
No.
The AFC East, West is Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, and Chiefs. That's a no-brainer. The
Chiefs.
I'm going to go with the Raiders.
But who's pulling second? Raiders? The most overrated quarterback in football is on the Raiders.
I'm going with the Chiefs, of course.
Who's coming in second in that division? Because that's more of a question.
It's the Chiefs.
Who's coming in second in that division?
It'll probably be the Broncos again.
You think? Who's their quarterback?
Yeah. JP Lawson? Nope. Wrong decade.
Hold on. I'll tell you.
I don't even know.
Jake the Snake Plump? No, that's shit.
No.
Broncos. Where you at? You at Denver? There we go.
John Hill? No, that's wrong too.
Drew Lock or either Brian Ripken.
Word.
Well, you know what they say when you got 2 quarterbacks? You got 0.
John Elway cannot pick quarterbacks.
Last school when he picked was Peyton Manning.
He picked him up, but he didn't draft him.
Yeah.
Let's get to these questions. I got to leave at 6.
Cool.
If Brady makes it to the Super Bowl and wins this year, will that make people say that more important than Belichick when they were together in New England?
Hell yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Hell yeah. That will discredit everything with that. That cuts the umbilical cord big time.
Yeah, I agree.
If they were given if we both leave, we give them the same equal parts, and then I do better with mine, you do with yours, then yes. But
I supported you.
Like Brady is getting everything. And Belichick, he's losing 4 or 5 of his players because of the virus. So it's not an evil playing field.
It isn't, but it is what it is, Danny. The scope is who's going to do better. Not with what they have, who's going to do better.
Me and you doing a show together, me and Diesel, and we say we're going to cut ties and we're going to do our own shows. But you pick up somebody that's giving you $1 million to help do your show. I pick up somebody that's giving me $10,000 to pick up my show. Don't you think you're going to do better? Because
you manage your 10 grand better than my million, no?
There ain't no way. There ain't no way.
I can go to spend my money stupidly, pick up the wrong people. They just soak me dry while you spend your 10 grand on the right people, and bam, you're gone. You're there.
Here's a better scenario, right? Rob, you and Danny, y'all split to go do your own shows. Rob, brings me on. Is that fair to Danny? Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Look at this.
First of all, who's Rob? Who the fuck is Rob? You see what I told you, Anzo? That name's gone. That name is gone. Who?
Anzo was calling you Rob. I picked it
No,
up.
he's one of those guys that destroyed Roberto.
Who?
When I first moved on the block, you couldn't say Roberto good either.
Yes, I could.
Roberto.
I've never had an issue with Roberto. I only knew you as I only knew you as Robert because that's how my brother introduced me.
I met the illiterates before I met my brother's friends.
Right, and
so I had to change my name.
I only knew about Roberto when we started.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate the love and support.
Much appreciated.
Hold on.
I'm Hispanic by divorce, so I have no problem saying Roberto.
You say it very well. Thank you, sir. Who says sports is overrated?
What?
That's what I see there.
And Joe sounds like a girl, so we don't need to pay attention to that opinion. Moving on.
The views of Mad do not reflect the views of the rest of the people on this panel.
Now, Jane Joe, I will say, we have several other shows. So if you don't like sports shows, then
find a different channel.
But if you got something you want to get off your chest,
check us out tomorrow on Equilibrium, or check Anzo and Men Diesel out on Wednesday nights with Off Your Chest. Shows that week, but sports shows, man, that's where it's at, bro.
I look forward to this.
Can't get enough of it.
For real.
Question 7: does Cam Newton make the Pats the favorite to win the AFC East?
No.
He just doesn't.
That quarterback in the Bills, don't even know his name, but I know he's spicy. What is quarterback?
Dallas. I mean, the Pats may win it, but it's not Cam that makes them the favorite. You know what I mean? So I don't agree.
Wait, do you think Cam is like Brady? He's going to make receivers over there? Cam had a number 1 receiver, and he still couldn't take advantage of it.
Josh Allen, that's a quarterback up there in Buffalo.
I think if Cam gets his head on straight like he was 3 years ago when he won the MVP, and he listens to Belichick gets his defense jacked up, and he can get his guys believing that, look, everybody think we're going to suck because Brady's gone. Let's show him something different. If he can get his team to buy into that, Cam get his head on straight, I think they can make a legitimate run for AFC champion.
Yeah, I mean, if Cam is Cam Newton of old, then yeah, I agree. If he has that MVP type caliber year, yeah.
Didn't he play with McCaffrey?
No, I don't think so.
No, he didn't? I think he did.
I think he did. Yes, he did.
And McCaffrey's name wasn't even mentioned.
He started it, got hurt, and then the backup quarterback finished the season.
But he had
a season with McCaffrey.
Yeah, before that, because this is like his 3rd year or something.
And he couldn't
he had
with the most utility player in the league.
And he had Steve Smith. And remember, Steve Smith wasn't no slouch, man. He was deep ball, down the field.
He had Greg Olsen too.
Favorites.
So he has some tools.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to the next one. Dallas was projected to win the NFC. Correct analysts, NFL.com prediction.
27 analysts.
Yeah, 27 out of 30. I think it was 35.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm going to take the words from Stephen A. Smith. Just be patient. Give him time. Dallas will find a way to fuck it up. They are an accident waiting to happen.
You're thinking of the Jason Garrett Cowboys. All right, this is a new age and
unproven.
Okay, listen,
Jason Garrett was a scapegoat. But I guarantee you, if you think that Jerry Jones is not going to be trying to reach into this new coach here and tell him what to do, you're crazy.
No, because he didn't do that with Bill Parcells. Now, did he?
We don't know that.
We know that.
When what's the coach that won him 2 Super Bowls back to back? Jimmy Jones.
Jimmy Jones. Entirely different Jerry Jones.
Jimmy Johnson just won this man a Super Bowl, but his ego was so big, and he fired the man that just won him a Super Bowl because the man didn't kiss his ass.
No, both of them, by the way, both of them, even have admitted this, both of their egos got in the way. Not just one, both of them.
Okay.
And number two,
But
the whole
one
reason
could fire the other, one could
First.
fire the other one. The other one couldn't fire the other one.
I think they agreed to terms because one could quit and the other one could not quit. Because one's Jerry.
Barry
But
Switzer
what
was with Jimmy Johnson's team.
Barry, no shit. Look, the Jerry Jones we see today is entirely different than the Jerry Jones we saw in the 90s or even the early 2000s. Okay,
Agree.
He's just older.
that's right. And Stephen Jones
what?
has more say so
I agree.
in the organization than what Jerry has now. Okay,
The only reason why he's different because his ass know that statistically he's about to die. He's 80-something years old, so he want to win another. So he's trying to be as humble as hell and put together whatever and grasp at whatever NFL straw he can grasp at because he want to taste that one more time.
and he knows
but
a part of
He ain't winning shit.
But
He was 50 years younger, he'd still be the same asshole he was back then that fired Jimmy Johnson.
yeah, but he wasn't so like hands-on with the team that when Jimmy Johnson was there. Jimmy Johnson had full control over that team. Jimmy Johnson drafted who he wanted to draft. Jimmy Johnson traded who he wanted to trade. Because Jimmy Johnson took that Cowboys team from a 1-15, and then the next year they were in the Super Bowl.
I agree with everything you said. And you are my coach. I'm the head quarter. I'm the owner. You bringing me to Super Bowls. You done brought me two, about to bring me a third one. But me and you just don't get along because I think you a smart ass. And then when I do fire you, I win one more, but it's your team. And since then, I can't smell a damn Super Bowl. Who looks like the bigger?
A lot of that has to do with Jerry Jones being so involved. That's why he brought in people like Dave Campo. Fuck Dave Campo, 5'11" years, But then he brought in Bill Parcells and Gabe Bill. Like Bill Parcells always said, you expect me to cook the groceries. I don't know. I was about to do like Jack Nicholson. You expect me to cook the dinner, but you won't let me pick out the groceries. I'm Bill Parcells. But and so he had more leeway, and it went well. He built a good foundation for the team moving forward. And then Jason Garrett happened, and Jason Garrett has continued to happen until now. We're at the point to where that is over.
Okay,
and
but nothing proven.
I'm gonna give you 3 years, and I'm gonna see does the Dallas Cowboys change their fortune.
Dallas could be in the same division as Miami, and I'm choosing Miami.
3 months. We're going to come back. We're going to revisit this.
Yes.
You guys are great for the first 8 games of the year.
Washington released the veteran running back Adrian Peterson. Do you think he is done, or does he have a year or two left in him? He is done. He made a mistake leaving Minnesota because Minnesota treated him like a king. But he let his damn pride get in the way. Now he has gotten old like running backs do. You think he still deserved that big money he did 10 years ago? He does not. So I think he is done. So I hope he got the future in analysts because he had his cake was eating it too in Minnesota. He had a lot of perks for his fram.
Yeah, so go ahead, Danny. First off,
I think he fucked up.
He didn't leave Minnesota. They got rid of him. Yeah. And the reason why they got rid of him is because he had that Achilles injury that killed his running career.
Did it have anything to do with him whipping his kids?
Nope. Hey, don't worry about that. That happened.
I don't think so.
He's from Palestine. I grew up over there. We good. That's what we do in Palestine.
I don't mind with a good whip ass if you deserve it.
For real.
So I think it's irrelevant whether or not he has 1 or 2 years left because of the position that it's not just that he's a running back. It's that he doesn't play special teams. So there isn't really a place for him in the NFL right now that are going to give up a roster spot to bring in a guy who's going to give you 15 carries a game at most. And you're going to have to cut a guy that was giving you plays on special teams because AP, he's not going to play special teams. And you're only going to get 15 carries out of him. And it's not that he wouldn't be willing to. It's just that is not he's never done it. It's not his thing. Special teams isn't just something you can plug people in. A lot of people look at it that way, but I mean, it's an entirely different skill set. So I think that because of the limited amount of carries that he would get if he was on the team and having to give up a spot to bring him in, I think he's done.
I think he's done too.
Ending injuries.
He had some good little runs when he was with Washington.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not enough for the kind of runner that he was. You know what I mean?
That he's asking for too, right?
As well, exactly.
I mean, we don't know how much money he's asking for right now.
But
you know,
when a guy reaches near the end of his time, he's riding off of his name. If he's going to take less money, then he has a future in the NFL. But if he's going to ask for the money that his name represents, nobody's going to take him because who knows how long he has.
But even if he does take a lower salary, we'll say he takes the vet minimum, you're still having to give up a roster spot and potential special team player to bring him on for 10, 15 carries a game.
But I could see him going to the Detroit Lions or the Miami Dolphins or the Cleveland Browns. Not even Cleveland Browns because they got Chubb.
The article says there's 3 teams that are interested, so I'm trying to look at the teams that are interested, see if I can find.
Because he could be a mentor to some of your rookie running backs,
You're still having to give up that special. I'm telling you,
you're right, but you have to admit, Matt, there are some teams that are badly managed outside of the one that's right behind you. So things could happen,
Yeah,
I just said that. I'm not giving you the credit for that. We'll bash our own team, right, Danny?
That's correct.
Trust me, we have a lot of material.
So it doesn't say which teams; it just says that 3 teams have inquired about him.
So then that's bullshit.
Yeah, they're just. It's probably just his agent trying to keep his name
with
some value,
Yeah,
because you don't want to say, "Oh, there's 32 teams that are interested." Like people are like, no, they're not. But you know what I mean? You want to well, we haven't heard anything. That sucks too. You're like three solid leads.
Mm-hmm. Danny, you have a
question.
You have a super chat first.
All right.
Niners email.
90 sent another super chat. Thank you, sir. Guys, I'm a Sacramento Kings fan. Is there anything positive? Hell no, not since
Your uniform.
Sorry to let you down.
Your uniform.
Since white chocolate and what's the other guy name?
It's been a long time. Long time.
What's his name? Chris Webber. Not since Chris Webber and Jason Williams.
But they had that other guy would shoot threes. What's his name? European
Vlade
player.
Divac.
I think he died.
That was their center.
I think Vlade just left because he used to be like over the management team or something. He resigned earlier this year because he can't pick talent. So
I don't think the market is big enough to revive.
Wasn't it the Kings? I mean, they have De'Aaron Fox. Wasn't the Kings the ones that were playing Denver in that game? Like, that series was a classic series, bro.
The Kings used to be a stud organization back in the day.
Yeah, well,
they had a lot of good players. They were basically the first. They were similar to Golden State because they had a couple of guys on their team that could just shoot lights out, man. I can't remember that guy's name. He has like a fucking smirk on his face.
They only had like a good 2 or 3 years, though.
Outside of Fox and your uniforms aren't completely horrendous. No, there's nothing positive about Kings. My ass is going numb, and Danny got to go. What's the next question?
Texas QB Deshaun Watson agrees to 4-year, $160 million extension. Do you think he was overpaid? Shit, no, he definitely ain't fucking overpaid. So I don't agree with that statement.
He's always in the top 5.
Give the man his money.
I think he got what he deserved.
He's always mentioned in the top 5.
Was he already off of his rookie contract? Is this his second, or is this his first after his rookie contract?
I think this is his first after his rookie contract.
I think it's his first.
Yeah, that's a big increase then.
But man, Deshaun Watson is a real deal. They're gonna get the man an O-line, man, because he had one of the best defenses of all time with Clowney and what's the other guy name? Can't think of his name. JJ Watts. He had it, but I don't know why they couldn't gel and get together. But gotta get the man a receiver. Why the hell y'all let DeAndre Hopkins leave? I don't know what the hell y'all smoking with that. That was
he actually still has 2 years left on his rookie deal.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Damn.
he has
Yeah, I
2
didn't
years
think-
left.
yeah.
So he has 2
Yeah.
years left on his rookie deal, and they extended it 4 years. So he's locked up with them for 6 years now.
If he did that and didn't get franchise tag, he's way ahead of the game.
No, it's still 4 years though, because those 2 years now, like they don't count anymore. Like that contract's done, and now he's brought in the new contract. So it's not 6, it's 4.
At least he didn't get. At least he
yeah.
didn't get franchise tag though, so that's a good thing.
I mean, yeah. Shit, so he's making what, 39 million a year?
Yeah, about
Probably get some bonuses and stuff. If he make so many yards, if he make a Pro Bowl, he get extra bonuses. If we do this, we do that.
It's probably backloaded. As like some of those last 2 years would be really high. Mahomes, what did he get? 42, 43 million average?
No, something like that.
Yeah, he signed a $500 million for 10 years.
Yep.
Yes.
Basically.
But they ain't never gonna see 10 years.
Gentlemen, I hate to run, but it is date night. My wife has taken me there twice, so I know what that means.
Oh, I thought it was work related. You're staying.
No. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I'm staying in a few seconds.
Peace out, gentlemen. Have a good night. Everyone out there, stay safe. See you next week.
Next Saturday, bro. Same bat time, same bat channel.
We ain't got no more words for brothers that be stepping in friend. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I and I for 95, 96. Word to Mother Soul Brother Records. My man ran back